Welcome to this podcast, a knitting podcast. So
This is our new podcast where we will be speaking English. We being
CabbyKnits,
named
Titti,
and the yarn goblin named Anna. We're a mother and daughter duo who do Swedish podcasts. And it's time to do an English one.
Yeah.
Oh.
We participated in something called Knitathon, and in that one we talked English, and we got a tiny response on that. A few of those that looked at that episode or whatever you call it mentioned that they could easily see us together in an English version. So this is when we decided, okay, we will do an English version. Yeah. So here we are, and hopefully this version of it will be something that you find interesting, funny, inspirational. Yeah. It will, from the start now, we will have it on 2 channels. My channel, who's called taxistickan, and also my daughter's channel, which going to fade over to just that channel with this English version. So if you want just the English one, you have to subscribe to that channel.
That channel is called It's the Yarn Goblin.
Yep.
And yeah, we will link both channels under each episode.
Yeah. Well, that was the start of it.
Yes.
And just so you know, on my channel taxistickan you will also find some other things, and that's this kind of podcasts in Swedish, and you will also find every fortnight's episode of a live streaming where we have some kind of a knitting cafe where we are sitting and discussing and
talking about all kinds of things.
Yeah.
You'll find us talking about knitting, crafting, bugs, summer problems, camping, the weather.
All such of things. So,
it's a mix.
Yeah. Very big mix of things. But the subject that we start with is our knitting. Yeah. So, but it's in Swedish. And I have those 2 things there, and I also have something I call sticksur, which means knitting, rambling.
Knit chatter.
Knit chatter, yeah. And I'm rambling over things that I have in my mind, thoughts and feelings and things that I reflect on. Yeah. So that's what I'm doing in my channel, and in this other channel we start this kind of thing, just the plain knitting podcast, and then we will go over. Maybe we'll expand this also to something a little bit like that, another one.
You've had your Swedish one since 2023, so podcast is not a new thing to my mom, but it is a very new thing for me, which might be why I'm a bit nervous.
Well,
but that will pass.
Yes, it will. Comes with experience.
Yes.
Well, what are we wearing?
What are we wearing?
You start.
I begin. I've got a storm sweater by PetiteKnit that I started knitting myself and then ran out of patience with. So I gave it to my mom for her to finish. I got about this far and then, Mom, help. So this is not made by myself exactly. No. I had a hand.
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
You gave up. And I
did.
Said because your big sister has one and she has 2.
Yeah.
And I have 1.
Yeah.
And for us to have something. We are 3. I have 2 daughters. So this is my youngest. So And so you should have one also.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm very happy for it because I wear this everywhere.
Yeah.
It's so cozy.
It's knitted in Viking Highland, Viking
Eco
Eco
Highland.
Highland wool.
Yes.
It's a Norwegian wool. So if you want to have another type of wool, it's not the same yarn that is in the, what do you call that? In the pattern. So, but it goes absolutely perfect into the pattern.
Which one is in the pattern?
Pärlgrå, I think.
Yeah.
Pärlgrå, I think it is. So, yeah.
That's correct.
And for those that knit with Pärlgrå and don't really know what that is, what it means is, it's a, what do you call the förnamn?
First name?
The first name, Per. Gynt is the surname.
Yes.
So
of
a person, a male person.
The yarn is named after him.
Yes, it is. Well, what am I wearing though? I think everyone that knits knows, at least have seen it or heard about it. This is Ranunculus by, and I can't really say this, Midori Hirose.
Midori
Hirose?
Midori Hirose.
Midori
Maybe.
Hirose. I write it down here.
Yeah.
So you can see it. And it's knitted with 6mm needles. And it's knitted in size 2 because I didn't really want, that it's really oversized pattern.
Yeah.
So I took down I just took another size. I'm not a size 2, not even a little bit. I'm usually size 4 or something like that. But in this case, because the pattern is so oversized, I just took it down.
Yeah.
And it was perfect. It's just perfect. No oversize here. It's marvelous.
Did you make any adjustments?
No, not really. I haven't done any adjustments at all. Just took it as it's supposed to be. But just in a smaller size. And it was absolutely gorgeous. I love it.
So
and the yarn
is this also original?
No. The amount of stitches, yes. But I took a very tiny needle. I think I took 4mm or something like that. It's supposed to be 6mm even in this. But I wanted it tiny. I didn't want it out here. Yeah. So that's why. I made an Italian
bind off.
Not bind off.
No.
Cast on.
Oh.
And I think I took 4mm. Yes, I think it was. So that's that. And the yarn is from Mayflower called Amadora.
It's a beautiful yarn. Highly recommend.
Yeah.
It's very soft.
It's a little bit green in some lights, and it looks like gold in some lights. It has a shine to it. It's very soft. It's a merino yarn, 100% merino. I think it's superwash. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what we're wearing.
Yes.
So, do we have something finished?
We do, but I forgot to bring it. I have finished a project that we will include in a different video to show it, but I can describe it to you. It's called a Dragonskin dice bag, and I will include the author of the pattern as well, the designer of it.
I will put in a video from the Swedish.
Yes, and a text as well.
Yes.
So you can see.
Yeah.
We have a finished one right here that my mom has made. It's a bag for dice or coins or whatever you might like. And it's knit in a way that makes it look like a dragon scale
Yeah.
or a dragon egg, which I like to imagine. And the bottom of it, you start from the bottom and you knit in the round. And I've finished one of those in a very beautiful teal type of color, greenish teal. It's very pretty and shimmery. So that's my finished object, because I don't finish a lot of objects in a short amount of time. I like to take a very long time before I complete anything.
Yeah, and that's totally okay, because you have knitted since... When did you start knitting?
22, I think.
Yeah.
Very slowly, very carefully.
Yeah, and you were a little bit... Oh, I'm not good enough from the beginning, and that pushed on for at least nearly 2 years. And then you started slowly, go bit by bit into knitting. So if I would say, I say you are a beginner.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's not at all any strange that you don't knit in a very fast
way. Yeah.
No.
I also have very little free time. So
Yeah.
That's,
You're working full time.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't.
Do you have anything finished?
I have something finished. I have 3 things. I have finger mittens.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I will set in a picture of those. I've been adjusting them a little bit because they are half mittens. I don't know.
Fingerless gloves.
Fingerless gloves in the pattern, and I put fingers on it, and I had to make some shortening in the leaves that are on the pattern. So I have redesigned them a little bit. And I made them for my oldest daughter, who's also a knitter, and she loves them. So I'm very pleased. And those I can't really. It is. I will link every pattern that we talk about. The patterns and the yarns, all of that. You will find links down below to all of it. And after that, I done this. It's not really also adjustment. I love to adjust things. This is supposed to be...
You know what to call that? Customized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I customize it. Customize
it.
Things. It and things. Yeah. I love doing that when it comes to knitting. So this is a shawl in the pattern called Rook shawl. Rook. R-O-O-K. Rook shawl. By Lotta H. Lötgren. It's a Swedish designer, I think. At least she spells it like we do in Sweden.
Yeah,
so I think she's Swedish.
Yeah, that's Swedish.
It's an O with 2 dots on top.
Yes.
That's typical
There's no
Sweden.
dash in it.
Yeah. So this is not a shawl. It's more of a... What do you call that?
Scarf?
Scarf, yeah, maybe.
It's
when
not,
you have
it's
your
not,
long...
It's not a cowl because it's not round.
It's not round. You turn it just...
I think it's scarf.
Scarf?
When you can twist it a few times.
It's a long thing. It's a long thing.
Yeah. It's lovely.
Yeah, and it is in mosaic knitting. Mosaic knitting. So, and this is knitted in silk mohair. No, not mohair. Merino silk. It's a hand dyer from southern Sweden. She's called Lisa Linkvarn. She's been dyeing those 2, the reddish and the merled one, and the blue or grey or whatever it's called. I think it is... Oh. I don't know. I don't remember what this is, the dark hair, but it is an Italian yarn called Locapello, I think. I bought it in.
It looks like steel grey, the color of it.
Yeah. It's a little bit
They complement
shine
each
to
other.
it, so to speak.
You can see in the camera when you move it.
Yeah,
Look,
it's a little
it
bit shiny.
shimmers.
Yeah. Shimmer.
Beautiful. Shimmer.
It's shimmering. So I love this. It's just I done it.
Can
I haven't.
I borrow this?
Yes, absolutely. You can borrow that. So, Rook Shawl. I can recommend it if you like to do mosaic knitting. That's a perfect project. It's knitted like you increase in this way on one side, and you knit the other side straight, and then when you come to the end of the bread width then you start to do the other side straight, and you decrease on the other side. So you increase on that side, and then you decrease on the other side. So you got like that shape on it.
It's pretty on the back as well.
Yeah. It's supposed to be garter, and I made it in stockinette. So it was a little bit irritating to block it because it's rolling in on the sides, because it's the endings it's an I cord on the ends, and because I've knitted this in stockinette, it makes it makes it roll in. So my suggestion is that you do as the pattern says and do garter. Not do it as I did and don't read, just knit. Okay. So that's that.
What's next?
The next thing is something, it's a wrap around the body and with two arms on it. So you have one arm here, and then on the other side, you have another. And you wrap it around like it's more, I don't really know what you should call it. It's like a
bolero.
Bolero, yeah, in a way. I think maybe then here it's
braided
called
sweater scarf.
Yeah. So I put out a picture on the lady that's her photo of it, so you can see. She's called Knititude or Chantal
Miyagishima.
Miyagishima, yeah. So I'm not.
I say that confidently, but
Yeah.
I may be saying it wrong.
Hopefully we got it right. But Knititude is her name. And braided sweater scarf.
Yes.
So, and the braids are on the edges of it. So you have it like it's difficult to see because this is black, but it's here.
Oh, the camera's showing it.
Yeah.
And it's, what yarn is it?
It's an alpaca, and it's not recycled. It's upcycled. I don't really know the meaning of the difference here, but as I understood it is that they took care of the wool that didn't really go into becoming wool from the beginning. So took care of that and made something out of it.
The scraps.
Yes, the ends that when you're producing yarn, there's leftovers over that, and they made something out of that. That's how I got it explained to myself. So hopefully that is. But it's an upcycled alpaca wool, and it's Hobby that sells it. So if you want to have it. And this is charcoal. That's the color of it, charcoal.
Yeah. And it goes around the body, doesn't it?
Yes, it goes around the
like a
body.
cross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wrap it around yourself,
I'm
and then
not
you
gonna
take
model.
out the arms. You can
It's too
have
hot.
you can have it in the front as covering the front, or you can cross it in the back, or you do the other way around. You cross it in the front, and you have it around your
I might make myself
shoulders.
one of these. I like the idea of that garment.
Yeah, it's
I'm
nice.
comfortable with things that hug.
Yeah. It isn't blocked. I'm a little bit scared of blocking it because alpaca has a tendency to expand, becomes bigger.
Grow.
Yeah. So, but I need to block it before because this is for a friend. So, she bought the yarn and the pattern and everything, so I can make it. So, she wants it. I need it to end with a block. Okay, that's what's finished. What do we have on our needles?
What are we working on?
Yeah.
I will begin. I'm working on many things, though I will only speak of two. This right here is messy. Hold on. I'm working on a Musselburgh. I begun with red because the black was very hard to see. And the person this is made for is a Liverpool fan, so I figured why not red, like Liverpool. This will be a black beanie that can then be turned inside out and worn like a red beanie with a black edge. So Musselburgh is knit in an oval shape and then one half is pushed in to the other. And if you want to, you can fold up the edge, which I assume he wants to, so that's how I'll knit it. And I'm knitting this in Drops Baby Merino, so they're tiny yarn. And I'm knitting it on, let's see what needles I'm using. 3.25 millimeter. So it's quite tiny, but lovely to work on because I'm just working around and around and around. And it's all räta.
Gotcha. It's no, it's just knits.
Knits, no purls. In the beginning you increase until you get the desired width of the hat, the desired diameter, and then you knit around and around until you start decreasing, which I'm not quite at yet. That's project number 1. Project number 2. This is exciting. I've not picked this up in about a month because it's been hot, and this is a wool, a heavy wool. I am knitting another storm sweater.
Oh, well, this one you're knitting.
I am.
The other one you just...
Begun.
Yeah, and then you gave up. So this is a win.
Yes, yes it is. That is very true. So, I've gotten quite far. This is for, I was about to say my husband, my partner, we live together. And I've gotten halfway with the back and begun the shoulders according to the pattern. So this shoulder is in progress, and then I will start the front. And then you knit it round and around and around. And this is also in the same yarn as this, but a charcoal gray. I don't remember quite what it's called or the number of it. Let's see. 217. And I can actually show you what the yarn looks like. Viking yarn, Eco Highland wool. It's lovely. It's very soft, very warm. Which is why I haven't been able to knit it for a while. But I will begin again soon because we've had some cooler days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that we had it hot.
Well, for us in March
has been warmer.
Yes.
Than usual.
We've had, let's see, has it been almost 10 Celsius degrees?
Yeah.
Degrees Celsius, sorry. Which is quite a lot for our early spring.
Yeah.
We had a few weeks, I think, of that. 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Up and down.
Yeah.
And then now we've had cooler days for a bit. So I will probably start knitting it again soon.
Yeah. And now is April.
Yes.
in the beginning of April, and the year is 2026.
Yes.
If someone, somewhere, for some reason, looking at this
Many
way
years
in the
from now.
future from here. So that's, and you, it's all done?
That would be what I'm working on.
Okay, it's my turn. I'm working on, in my knee, I have a vest. And it's not Steven West. It's a vest. It's a vest. I knitted a skirt in this type of yarn in this color. So I bought a second, what do you call that?
Scheme?
No, when you're buying something that is second, we have we call it in Sweden andra sortering. That's in English. It's
second sorting.
I don't really know. You can buy things that isn't really up to the 100% in quality. So you will know that this isn't really the. You can expect that there will be something wrong with it, and so you get a lesser price, but you'd also know that you can't complain about the things that is wrong with this. And that's, so I bought 10 skeins of this and 10 skeins of that, and I made a skirt, and now I'm making a vest that will go with the skirt. So this is.
What's the yarn called?
Oh, the yarn is called. It's from Mayflower, and it's called Aspen. Aspen. Yeah, Aspen. It's a blow yarn, and it's the cover.
Blow yarn.
What did I say?
Blow yarn.
I said blow yarn.
That's Swedish.
That's Swedish.
Well, Swinglish.
Blow yarn. And nothing else. And the cover, because the blow yarn, I almost said it once
it's
more.
Okay.
Is in viscose. It's like a tube, you know, and the yarn that's blowed into that tube is something called virgin wool. And it's 58% of it. Virgin wool, and I don't really know what that means, but someone maybe do that, so now you know. It's wool, and it's virgin wool. So it's very, very nice, and the skirt I've used several times. It's expanding when you're using it as a skirt. It's not really something I would recommend to do it in. Skirt is not really no, it's not made for that, but it's good in a garment. As I understood it, it's at least very, very nice to have on your. If you usually blow yarns. I'm a Swede. Blow yarns is in alpaca, but this isn't an alpaca. So if you for some reason are sensitive to alpaca, which I am, then this would be an option. I would recommend. Well, this is a vest called, and I will write it down here because I don't really have the good paper here.
Mila something, isn't it?
There we have it. All my papers. Mila hooded vest of Irene Lynn. I can really, really, really recommend that. It's a really nice, fun way of making a hood on a vest. You start on the top, so you make the hood first, and out from the hood, the hood, you make the garment. So it's not that much to sew together. You make a Kitchener stitch on the top when you're done the whole thing. You make it together, seam it together, and then after that it's just one big thing. The only thing that needs to be picked up is when you're done the two fronts and the back after that, when you come down here, it's flirting. And you do... Where do you have that? I have this. This is the hood. So it goes, it looks like it is a ribbing here. It's not a rib, it's garter.
Oh.
So you do stockinette, seam it together here, and you do stockinette on I don't know what to call that, but on the fabric, so to speak, and then on the endings, which becomes the button area, yeah. Right you there. Have this garter the whole way, and on the edges you have it becomes an I-cord, even though you don't really feel like it is an I-cord when you're doing it, but the construction is made to be. It becomes an I-cord, a very nice, soft ending of this. So, yeah, I like it. I really, really, really like it. And you don't need to have any sleeve islands because it's no sleeves on this. It's like you make a saddle shoulder. So you create that during the increases for the shaping of the shoulder. So, and then it's just stockinette, and in the pattern it's a squared pocket. It's a very short, very cropped garment, but I didn't really want to have that. I'm an older person and I like things to be a little bit longer. I don't really want to have it because I don't have any shaping. My shaping goes the wrong way. I don't have a waist to talk about. It's very strange. No.
What's the wrong way?
yeah. It's the body is supposed to go this way. You know, you have this area on the lady. It's not supposed to be that way. No. We're supposed to go in there, and then you have your hips, and okay. Well, I don't go that way. I go, hoopla. So I don't want to have that strange kind of garments that shows off every things that you don't really want to show off.
I don't want to show off the hoopla.
No, I don't want to show off the hoopla. So I made a cardigan during my Jul vlog is the name I
Christmas
use.
Vlog.
We have there.
You had
is a way of saying it in English also, where you call it something. Well, I think during December I have an episode every day until we come to Christmas. So it's called something
Advent?
No, no, you don't really know because you don't usually see things like that. It is
like we said, I'm a beginner.
Something a mixture of vlog and Christmas for something.
Oh, Vlogmas.
Vlogmas.
See, I did know.
Yeah, Vlogmas.
Yay.
I have a Vlogmas, but it's called Jul vlog because it's a Swedish version of it. And in that, I'm always making something during December. I open my calendar and I'm taking out a yarn and I'm making something, not necessarily about that yarn, but I'm making something and talking about it. And this past December, I made a cardigan. And on that cardigan, it was a very, for me, new way of creating a pocket. So this is a pocket that is in, not, how do you say that in English? You make the two things in the same,
The two parts?
Yeah, you make the two parts at the same time in a way, but you don't... Simultaneously, maybe. So you make this, the first line of it, and then you make the inner line, and then you make the outside, before you ending.
So you knit this first?
In a way, yeah.
In a way?
You start this to this end, and then you go and make something here. But before you make this, like a triangle.
Okay.
And then you go inside and you pick up things.
The stitches.
In the pattern you will get the explanation of how to do this.
Okay.
So I can't say it because it's a pay for pattern. And then you make a little bit down. So you come to the height of where you start the whole pocket. And then you go and you make this bit of the pocket on the outside first. And then when you're done that, so you're done with this bit and the back. So you make this and you make the back and you make the other side in the same time.
Okay.
When that's done, you go and you make the inside of the pocket. And you do that by the explanation of the pattern. So this is two patterns that I've been using. So I will make links to both of them, and you will find both of them down here.
The pocket pattern.
Pocket pattern is named Ruska cardigan. And the other one is Mila hooded vest. So I usually do that when I enjoyed a pattern. I found something in it that is a technique or something that I fancy and really like. I usually incorporate it with another pattern to make a garment that is just mine. That's something I like.
Yeah.
So I can endorse you to do that. Absolutely. So that's why what I'm doing here, why I'm having those stitches. I love DPNs. The camera is making us go nuts here. Well, what I was talking about is that this I made is in the armholes. So that's why I have the DPNs, and I love DPNs. I don't do magic loop. I don't like it at all. I want to have all my stitches on a needle. At least the endings where I'm supposed to knit. I don't like that. I don't get it.
On the other hand, I like magic loop. But I do like DPNs as well. I just don't use them a lot.
No, not that. Yes. I've been a compulsive sock knitter for years. Well, that's that. So from that to something that I don't really know if you can find in English, but this is I want to push for it. This is a lady called Johanna Wallin. She's a Swedish designer. I don't really know if you can find her patterns in English. Otherwise, if you can find them, translate them, because she makes adorable things. And this is finger mittens. And this is called Edelweiss.
Miss Edelweiss.
Yeah, Miss Edelweiss, and in Swedish it's called Fröken Edelweiss. So and the Edelweiss is a flower if you don't know it, and this is the colors for an Edelweiss. So, but I chose a little bit different colors to it. I don't use that purple. I take it in this instead.
Beige.
Otherwise I will have similar colors to it, because I want to have that flower and the green. I have two different greens that goes in it. I have a reddish, little bit more brown, but it's more of a red than brown. And then I have this, a white for the little tiny flower in the middle, and then it's supposed to be yellow dots in it. So that's what I'm using. for the flowers and the middle of it. And the purple isn't purple, it is beige. So that's what I'm using for that. Hopefully I will. It's a long term. I love long term things. So well, that's something. Take it a little bit. Okay, so that's all for that. Any plans? Do you have any plans?
Oh, gosh, too many. I might as well mention my kind of sort of works in progress that I plan to continue with. I plan on making 2 scarves. One for my mother-in-law and one for one of my best friends, whose birthday is at the end of this month, but the birthday gift will be a bit delayed. One of those scarves, I've not chosen any patterns or anything, other than potentially maybe Larkspur. And I don't know who wrote the pattern. I will add that. She will add that.
I will
in
add
the
it.
video.
Yeah.
Yes. I think. Oh, never mind. Larkspur shawl, anyway. In a hand-dyed yarn. Lovely. Unfortunately, I don't have it on hand right now. It's at home. It's a shimmering teal color, bright and beautiful.
Yeah.
I will show it in a picture. And then my other plans, other than shawls and scarves, is that I will make myself a Rosie sweater eventually. I have not decided on any colors, what kind of yarn I want to use. Nothing of the sort. I just know for certain that I want one. So I will make myself one. Dark, light, I don't know.
Haven't
We'll see.
to decide.
We'll see.
Yeah. It needs to go through the things in your mind to decide whatever it's supposed to be. You know, it goes ups and downs and over and goes away. No, or yes, or no, where. And all of a sudden it's just, oh!
I'll probably make up my mind 5 or 6 times before I actually land on how I want to do it. So I'll get back to you on that. What about you? Any plans?
Yes, I have a big plan that isn't just a plan, it's decided. My brother, my younger brother,
The eldest.
I'm the oldest of us, and my brother turned 60. So I don't want to tell you how old I am, but I'm older than him. And he turned 60, and I wanted him to have something that is rememberable and something to use, not just buy him something for whatever reason. He has everything and he can buy whatever he wants. So I thought, what could be good? His wife is a knitter, so she can knit him something, but she's more of a crocheter. Haven't knitted more than some years now. She's usually, and I don't know, but I think he would appreciate something knitted. So I asked my family if they want to go through this, and we go together and decided, okay, make a garment for him. So I looked at several patterns, and I got some recommendations from my daughters that told me, look at his body, it looks like this, maybe you should take this in consideration for the shaping of the garment that will match his body form. So I did that, and I looked into different kind of patterns and took them with me on his birthday, and he chose one of the patterns, which called Webbner. It's a Danish she's called Vivi Hellstrup. Vivi Hellstrup. Yeah, there we have it. It's called in English. What you would say?
Oh, I should know this.
I
live with an Englishman.
Yes. Well, if we in the old days, I don't know what kind of age it was, where you had someone dress you in this metallic
medieval
days. Yes. You had this person that dressed you, helped you dress them,
helped you armor yourself.
Yeah, armorer.
Yourself. Maybe.
Could be. Don't really know, but that is what it's meant.
We will edit the word in because I will find out.
Yeah, I write it down here if we find it.
I will find it.
You will find it. That sounds great. So that is what the pattern is called. That's what it means in English. And I will put a picture up so you will see how it looks.
Squire. There you go. I found it.
You found it
in here.
In your folders.
Yes.
Here.
Yes.
Yeah. So you can see in the picture that it's white, it's grey, and it's black. And I asked him what kind of color he wants, and he don't know how colors goes together. So he saw it and he decided that he wanted it as it was shown on the picture. But I couldn't really do that to him. White, it's really crisp white, and it's really crisp black, and it's a middle grey. The grey, okay, that could go, but the other two, he's supposed to use this when he's outdoor. He likes being outdoor. He likes working in his, not garden, but the area they have around the house. They have it's both a summer and a winter place where they go. They go scootering and they go skiing and they go running and they hiking. They are very, very active, both of them, both him and his wife. So I wanted some colors that could not become grey. White, it goes grey. White yarn will go grey very, very easily. So instead of white, I chose this. Oh, it looks white here.
It's an off-white.
It's an off-white. If we have white here, you can see it's a little bit more yellow on top of it. So it's an off-white. It's a natural color, more what you call it. You usually call this natural.
Can I just interrupt and explain to whoever views this? If you hear any strange noises and whimpers in the background, there's a tiny dog sleeping and dreaming at my feet.
Yes. It's a little Shih Tzu.
Shih Tzu.
Shih Tzu.
Yeah.
It's a Shih Tzu. So, and the black is more of a really, really dark grey. We have it.
Yeah.
So, and that was a little bit more damped than the black. Dampened. And then this is instead of the grey, and this is more of a sand color.
It looks almost silvery in the camera.
So this is much more softer in color than the black and the grey and the white.
It's darker than the one I have on.
It's a little bit similar.
Yeah.
So I just got the measurements for the sizing of the garment. So this is something I really, really looking forward to. And the yarn is a Swedish yarn. It's called Ulrika. Can we get some, please? There we have it. Ulrika, and the yarn is named, the
Svarta fåret.
Svarta fåret.
It translates to the black sheep.
The black sheep, yeah. But it's called Svarta fåret. And you will find it on a website called Edna. So, and I will link it down below.
I think a lot of knitters who have knit for quite some time will know of Järbo and Edna.
Well, not outside Sweden. It's
Really?
not. No. This is a very Swedish brand, and you will find it. Some in Norway use it. Some in Finland use it. Maybe in Denmark, but outside Scandinavia, it's not that common to know about this. This is just 100% wool. Nothing else. It's superwash, and you will find this in 3, I think, different versions. You will find it in superwash and you will find it without superwash. Then it's called natural, Ulrika natural, and then you will also find it in, what do you call them when you have dots in it? It's
tweed.
Tweed also. Maybe something else, but it's at least 3 different versions. And the natural, the Ulrika Natur, nature, not natural. Nature. I take everything back. Ulrika Natur is not superwash. Non-superwash. And this just Ulrika is with superwash. So if you don't like superwash, you can look into the other ones. So I can warmly recommend it. And it's a good, this is a DK, I think. 100 meter on 50 grams. Yeah, as a DK. So all your, whatever you want to knit in DK, you can use this. And it's growing in population, popularity, not population, in popularity to use in this country. It goes just like that. Yeah. The natural version. Nature version. It's really, really popular. Yeah. And it's not merino, but it's more like this. If you know anything about Eco Highland wool, Viking Eco Highland wool, it's very similar to that in the structure and how it feels on your body. So I can warmly recommend it. Yeah.
I'm going to pause us for just a moment.
Okay.
Needed a short break there.
Well, we're all done with what we are knitting on, what we were wearing, and what plans we're having. So the next on the list is books.
My favorite subject. This is not a reading podcast or a book podcast. Or if we begin that's going to take over everything. So.
Go down a rabbit hole.
But we went to the library.
Yes.
Was it yesterday? Yes, yesterday.
Yes, it was.
And would you like to start?
Well, I found a book and I looked into it. It's Anna Johanna, Strands of Joy. And this is going right into my heart. It's volume 2. And I found some really, really, really nice patterns inside. So if you're living in a country that has a library that has knitting books, go into it and look into it. In Sweden, I can't talk of how it is in other countries, but here it's very common that those that publish books also publish books, and I don't know if the state buys the books or how it comes to the library. I don't know how that goes, and I don't care. But we can lend them from this and take it home and read, and I found this.
Borrow.
I borrowed this. Yeah.
The library lent it to you.
Yeah. What did I say?
You borrowed it.
Did I say
Where
something
you can
else?
lend them, you said.
Okay. I lend
You
them.
can borrow them.
I borrow that.
English.
Yes.
I went with my mom was going there to pick up knitting books, so of course I had to come. And I got very lucky because the library had a book that my nerdy heart has been wanting for a long time. And many might recognize it, especially if you like TV shows. Outlander is a very popular TV show. Played out in the Scottish Highlands, among other places, but that's the main thing. And I've always, when watching the show, watched what Claire, especially the main character, has been wearing. And I've envied the things she's been wearing and wanted to have them for myself. And this book includes patterns to not everything, because that would be a much thicker book, but a lot of the things that I would like to try out and make for myself. Like this on the first page. That's absolutely something I will try to make and hopefully succeed in. So, libraries.
Yeah.
Beautiful places.
Yeah. Really, really, really nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Highly recommend.
Yeah. Well, that's that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I had a question for us when we started this. How is this to knit? What do we to go from Swedish to English? Was that the question I asked, or is it just in my mind?
I think that was in your mind.
It was my mind. I have a very...
Going from Swedish to English and knitting, you mean?
No, in this pod thing that we're doing, that going from...
Well, to me it feels natural.
Yeah.
I didn't say this even. I mentioned him briefly, my partner, but I didn't say it. I speak English daily with a born Englishman. And yeah, we communicate mainly in English. Sometimes in a bit of Swedish, still practicing, but yeah. And the only thing that I found strange to begin with was speaking English with you.
Yeah.
You're my mom.
Yeah.
I speak Swedish to you. But it's not unnatural. It's just different. Yeah. And once I start doing it, it just kind of... It's like I pushed the button and now I just keep going in English. Yeah. So for me it felt good.
It's open a room in your brain that goes into the English version of Anna.
Yes.
Yeah. In my... English comes very natural. Even though I don't talk that good, I don't... Not bad, but I don't pronounce it as supposed to be pronounced. I can... When I listen to myself, that when I'm recorded myself for some reason in English, I can hear that I sound like a Swede that talks English, and I don't really, the grammar isn't really there. But it doesn't bother me. I tried to make a podcast in English by myself. It sounded ridiculous, and I couldn't stand up for it at all, because I know I talk better than that. But I need someone to talk to, and we can... You help me out when I'm saying something that's really off, and I can go into my folder that is the English language. Yeah. We have talked a lot of English in this home. We had people living here that talked English. We had an Indian guy living here for a couple of years. He talks Indian English. We have had a girl living here.
My best friend.
Yeah, your best friend. Yeah. So, and she lived here for a couple of years, I think it was. 1 year maybe? 2 years?
No, I think it might have been
more.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we were talking English until I demanded that she talk Swedish, because she knows the language but was afraid of talking it. So we've been talking English for a very long time. and we have my sister, my younger. I have just one. I just have one sister, and she's living in Canada. So her boys talking English. So we have English is a language that we have in the family in a way. So it comes easy, not natural, but easy for me to do. I'm not scared of talking English. And nowadays I'm so old, so I don't care if I say things the right way or the wrong way. It doesn't matter. The only thing that is needed is that you that listen to us understand what we're talking about. That's the
main thing.
Yeah, it's a must.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Otherwise, it's not even a thing to do this. Yeah.
Yeah. This was good.
Yeah.
I feel like we can keep doing this.
Yes.
Yeah. And if you think we ramble too much or not enough, please tell us in the comments. And
and if it is a subject that you want us to ramble about,
yes,
put it in the description.
Yeah.
And and we will. We don't have an email for us. We haven't decided what email we are going to use for this. But I will. When we decided that, both of us has loads of emails.
Yeah.
Email addresses. So we will just decide which we will use for this.
Yeah.
So when we decided that, you will find the email down below.
Yes.
And we will try and have one episode every month.
Yeah.
That's the goal. So hopefully we will do that. And it will be somewhere around the same time every month. So, yeah.
Yeah. We have a plan.
We have a plan. And we are to... Why I'm called the CabbyKnit is because I'm... taxistickan it's not really translatable to English. It sounds strange to say. That would be taxi needles or something. I didn't like that. So the name is I drive cab. I'm a cab driver. I'm a taxi driver. Yeah. So and I'm knitting during my work, not while I'm driving. I knit in the time between waiting for customers when I'm standing still. I always have my knitting with me in the taxi.
Yeah.
So and the translation though is CabbyKnits.
Yes.
So
instead of taxi needle.
Yeah.
Oh, why the yarn goblin? Jeez. Could it be that I am a hoarder of yarn?
Could be.
I keep buying yarn, thinking, oh, this looks nice. Oh, this feels nice. I'll make something out of it. I'll buy it.
Put it on.
And that keeps happening, and then the pile keeps growing and growing. And my partner calls me a goblin all the time because of strange noises and strange behaviors. So I thought, why not the yarn goblin?
Yeah.
That'll be my name.
Yeah, and you play something also.
Oh, I do. That's a big component that I almost forgot about.
How did you do that?
I am a massive nerd when it comes to Dungeons and Dragons and anything fantasy and books. Fantasy books everywhere at home. So goblins are pretty close to home. And yeah, one of my favorite characters from a Dungeons and Dragons
is a goblin.
Series is a goblin, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's me.
We are quite a nerdy family.
Yes.
All of us. We are nerdy in different things, but we are nerdy.
Yeah.
We really nerd ourselves into things. So that's it. So that's a little bit about us and why, and see you out there.
Yeah.
So welcome into our society and our yarny family. And hopefully we will see each other in a month.
Yes.
And if you haven't, subscribe. And if you haven't decided to whatever you want to go into this and that, you can subscribe to both of us.
Yes.
So you get the whole
thing
the whole in the
package.
start. Yeah, the whole package. So and we are on Instagram also.
Yes, we are.
So my name is taxistickan, not CabbyKnits. The taxistickan. And you are...
It's the Yarn Goblin.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll find me there.
Yeah.
I post my projects every now and then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also in Ravelry. And you have the same name there? Or have you...
Yes, I do.
Yep.
I do.
And I have taxistickan also. But I will link down below to all of it so you can find us.
Yeah.
So that's it. This was fun. Hopefully you had it fun also.
Yes, hopefully.
Yeah, maybe you got some laughters on the way. That's perfect. If we can make the population on this earth a little bit more happy and laugh a little bit more, it would warm my heart.
Yeah.
So, bye.
See you next time.
Yeah.